Hello everyone. My name is Daniel Morales. I am a student research assistant with high performance research computing at Texas A&M University. I am here with Akbar, President and CEO at Learn, the Lone Star Education and Research Network. Akbar has been working closely with Texas A&M University and NSF Campus Cyber Infrastructure Solicitation, referred to as CC Star. It's very nice to have you here, Akbar.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
To start off, could you tell us a bit about who you are and what you've been working on with CC Star?
Yeah, so I am a leader of a nonprofit research and education organization known as LEARN, which is Lone Star Education and Research Network. And our mission is to empower nonprofit communities to execute their mission through technology and collaboration. And so that's what we're driven by. And the communities include not only higher education from the universities, four-year universities and research universities, but the community we serve includes the community colleges and also the feeder system, the K through 12 that feeds into the community college. So we serve the full vertical of education, and we have been working with community colleges in a couple of areas. We have the BRICS grant, which we're going to talk about a lot more in collaboration with Texas A&M. That is doing a lot of outreach along with Learn's help in expanding the human network that it enables knowledge transfer, which enables capabilities. So we've been focused on especially in the BRICS grant, on the outreach and training piece. And with our other grants, we have been doing a lot more data movement and technology related activities to support research and science.
Awesome. That sounds very cool. So next question, what would you say are your biggest challenges working with community colleges as opposed to four-year institutions?
I would say the biggest challenge is the resource availability at the community colleges. You know, the staff, the technology staff are asked to do more with less. And that is somewhat the story in other communities that we serve. But resource availability, it's a big one. And then the other one is, you know, we know that the resource availability means that there's not enough staff to do innovation. So if you're just operating the campus network, there's not a whole lot of time for innovation. So resource allocation to enable the technology teams to innovate, which translates into a better experience for community colleges that are trying to do a lot with STEM and try to bring in the research excitement that it brings. So I think that's the area I would say the resource is the area.
How has NSF, CC Star, and Learn helped community colleges grow?
So the way we have done that is through expanding the human network. And the net result of that is that there is more knowledge transfer, and that is directly proportional to how innovation happens. So unless you have the knowledge and experience from your fellow travelers, you're not going to be able to innovate. So by being part of that community, by using the resources that are available within those communities, the campuses can innovate. And innovation is what supports research and what supports learning in the areas of STEM.
What attracts Learn to working with other institutions on these sort of grants?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. You know, it's the Learn mission. You know, as I said at the top of the thing, you know, empower communities to execute their mission using technology and collaboration. And I think we have the ability to do that because our organization is set up to align with that mission. So we have technical capabilities, we have the know-how, we have the relationships, so that we can do collaboration and help community colleges get more resources from NSF, from the programs like CC Star, so that they can enable the next generation of scientists who are going to be entering research universities and doing discoveries that that is the future.
Right. So the impact that Learn has on these community colleges and institution is to enable the networking at community college level with the higher institutions. So
Right.
on the flip side, how would you say that Learn and involvement in these grants has helped Learn and has impacted Learn?
Well, I mean, it has helped us meet yet another expectation for the mission that we have been given. The other area I would say is that we have had a positive impact on the Learn family itself by having community colleges participate in workshops, participate in adopting best practices for not only for research data movement, but also from the perspective of content that they are able to get access to, learning content in the areas of STEM. So it has forced Learn to be aware of the needs of the community colleges, and we are better for that because then we are doing a better job of positioning the resources at Learn so that we can effectively help the community colleges.
Okay, thank you. So the last two questions are going to be more forward-focused, future endeavors type of things. The first one is, what are the most exciting things you see happening in cyber infrastructure community in Texas?
Well, I would, we Learn is a technology company, but I'm going to answer this question with saying that what's most exciting is the expansion of the human network, right? That's fundamental. The human network does many things. One is that it builds trust, right? When you're spending time with the community that are involved in STEM or research, you are getting to know them. You are able to create a relationship and trust so that when you need advice and counsel from somebody who's gone through the journey, perhaps it could be another community college, it might be a four-year college, it might be a large research university, but you have those relationships through the human network to be able to tap the collective knowledge base that exists in our ecosystem. And this human network translates into knowledge transfer. And so when the knowledge is transferred, then the benefit goes both ways. And so I think I'm really excited about that aspect of things. I think the technology piece will come. It will, with the resources, technology is one piece of it, but it is the human network that allows the campus technology teams to better engage with the faculty and the students on how that technology could be put to better use so that they can excel in the areas of STEM, they can excel in the areas of learning how to do scientific research and lay that foundation.
Nice. I agree. I think, like you said, innovation will follow building the community. So that is very exciting. The last question that I have for you is, what does the future look for Learn working with community colleges, and what does Learn's future as a grant partner look like?
Yeah. So our future includes continue the promotion of research opportunities as well as STEM learning. We're going to do that through building community. We're going to do that through engaging the community into workshops. We're going to bring the experts in, not only from within Texas, but nationally to help community colleges, lay the foundation in a strong and appropriate fashion so that they can build upon it in the future. So Learn is going to continue to support the community colleges from that regard. Texas is huge, and the diversity of communities that we have is also rather large. And diversity to me means that there is more experience, that there is more knowledge available. And so we want to continue to leverage that and bring those communities together. We also are going to be using the advanced networking resource that Learn has enabled over the last 16 years. And we're going to put that to use. So we have on-ramps onto the Learn physical infrastructure, which can carry research traffic, which can carry traffic that are consumed by community college students, all the content, learning management systems, all the resources that are available. And so Learn is able to bring that as a value add. So when you connect to Learn for research purposes, you also are enabling a friction-free path to get to a lot of the learning content that the faculty and staff and students often use. So that's something that we'll continue to do to bring as a value add and to help the CIOs and the leaders in those community colleges meet their mission. And that's what Learn is here for. And then, on your second part of your question about the, future work with a grant partner, well, it's about making sure that there is understanding of what friction-free environment means, right? And friction-free, it could be taken multiple ways. It could be from the actual network moving of the bits and bytes, but it could also be in the process that is designed and put in place for STEM education to happen, for research to happen. So we want to continue to expand that knowledge base and empower the community colleges and their teams to support research and also innovation on their campus. Because the way we do learning, it is evolving. It is not static. So having that resource available, that capability through Learn, I think will be a future that community colleges can count on.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much as a student, as a community college graduate. Thank you so much for everything you're doing, for everything that Learn is doing. I look forward to seeing where the future leads and working with Learn very closely. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And we will continue to do that. I think Texas has a really strong future. Our capabilities are growing. Our population is growing. And so we have to deliver on that. And so we'll continue to rely on community colleges to enable the next generation of researchers, the next generation of workforce. And we are glad to do it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.